Picture the ad. A man stands in a doorway with a sharp jaw, straight shoulders, and a fitted jacket that looks more expensive than his rent. The text says, "You are one decision away from becoming a high-value man." Click here. Behind it is an industry built on one idea: something about you is wrong, and a purchase can fix it. Buy the course and you get offered a community. Join the community and coaching appears. Take coaching and your wardrobe becomes the problem. Fix the wardrobe and supplements for testosterone appear. One purchase can lead to 4 more offers. That's crazy. Every solution creates the next problem. This video is not about whether men should improve themselves. It is about a market that sells improvement as a project that can never finish. The key word is upgrade. It sounds practical, as if you only need a better version of what you already have. But desirability has no finish line. You cannot prove you are attractive enough, confident enough, or respected enough. That uncertainty gives the next offer room to enter. Hey, it's CJ, the creator of this channel. If you want to make YouTube videos like this, then topic2video.com will handle everything for you. Just input your topic, choose a video length, and a full-length video about your topic will come out the other side. I know it sounds simple, but it's true. Try it for free today at topic2video.com. To understand this business, look at what it sells. Not just a haircut or gym membership, but the feeling that a better version of you is waiting ahead. That version gets more attention, more respect, and a stronger sense that you are enough. Those things are hard to measure. Confidence is not a scale number, and status is not a test grade. No official signal says you are now high value. If sellers can always say you could become more desirable, they can always offer another product. That is why the message reaches beyond the item. A course becomes a new identity. Clothing becomes proof that people will see you differently. A community becomes access to the person you are supposed to become. The customer is asked to buy an outcome that is personal, social, and difficult to measure. That does not mean every offer is worthless. A product may contain a useful idea. The question is, what happens after it works? Does the customer gain a skill or concrete improvement, or does the result become evidence that a larger transformation is possible? One path has a stopping point, the other turns uncertainty into a reason to keep buying. A man feels stuck. Dating may be going poorly, or he may feel invisible at work. That discomfort opens the door. The first offer is usually cheap. A course, guide, or video series promising to explain what nobody taught him. It may provide useful language and a plan. Then the plan points to a community for practice. The community recommends coaching because a group chat cannot give personal feedback. The coach recommends a stylist because appearance also matters. Supplements may follow, connecting confidence to energy and energy to a bottle. Each step feels reasonable. The ladder grows because each seller names a new gap. Notice the sequence. First, the customer is told something blocks his success. Then he gets a manageable solution. Once he accepts that explanation, the next offer becomes the missing part. If knowledge helped, perhaps accountability is needed. If accountability helped, perhaps personal correction, appearance, or energy is still limiting the result. This structure does not require the first product to fail. It may work well enough to make the next purchase seem sensible. Each decision can stand alone while the full chain turns becoming desirable into a continuing project. Check this out. Each part of the ladder makes a different promise. Courses promise knowledge. Communities promise belonging and accountability. Coaching promises personal correction. Fashion systems promise a quick change in how people see you. Supplements promise a shortcut through the body, linking raw materials to energy and confidence. These tools can provide real help. The problem starts when every seller points customers to another category. 5 tools become one chain that keeps customers feeling inadequate in paying. The categories also give different explanations for slow progress. Education says you need understanding. Community says support. Clothing says presentation. Supplements say physical capacity. Coaching says individual correction. Together, they can make almost any disappointment look like proof that another category is required. A customer may ask, what do I need to know? Who should keep me accountable? How should I present myself? What should I put into my body? Who can tell me what I am doing wrong? These are different needs. Treating them as one giant problem called value makes the solution difficult to complete. The vaguer the goal, the easier it is to attach another product. Imagine a man in his late 20s who feels overlooked. He buys a course after seeing an ad that describes his frustration. It helps him hold a conversation, make eye contact, and stop apologizing for taking up space. He feels different, then gets invited to a paid community. Inside, he meets men who seem further along. They look sharper and speak more smoothly. So he wonders what they know that he does not. The answer points to coaching, a style consultation, or a supplement plan. He receives real value at every stage. That is why the latter works. If every offer were nonsense, people would stop buying. Each useful result makes the next offer believable. The customer is also comparing himself with an image of the finished man. The community may make that image feel close while showing him everything he has not changed. A small improvement brings relief, but relief is not completion. If uncertainty remains, the next offer can be framed as protection against falling behind. This is not necessarily a story of being tricked at every step. He may learn, meet people, or feel more comfortable. The difficult question is whether those benefits give him more freedom to choose, or teach him to seek the next answer from the same seller. A useful product should leave him with something he can use without constantly needing permission to upgrade. To judge a product, ask what specifically improved, then describe that change without using the seller's words. A man may hold a better conversation, negotiate a raise, or feel calmer at a party. Those changes are measurable and do not need another purchase to remain true. Promises about aura, energy, or being seen as high value are different. They are hard to measure and can never be fully satisfied. The warning sign is a goal that never ends. A haircut ends, a negotiation class ends, a gym program has a defined block. A business can keep selling by moving the goal farther away. Separate the product from the identity attached to it. What does the customer receive? A lesson, conversation, garment, routine, or plan? What action can he take? What evidence would show it helped? What counts as enough? These questions turn a large promise into a claim that can be examined. Price is only part of the test. The larger issue is the cost of remaining in the process. If every result introduces a new deficiency, the customer may keep paying because success keeps changing. Improvement can have an ending. Someone can learn a skill, use it, and decide the benefit is sufficient. Manufactured insufficiency makes sufficient sound like failure. The central test is not whether a man should care about appearance, confidence, health, or social ability. It is whether the seller can name a concrete benefit and let the customer keep it without turning imperfection into a new emergency. The opening ad promised that one decision could make a man high value. The promise works across courses, communities, coaching, fashion, and supplements because desirability is subjective and social feedback is unpredictable. A seller can point to a weakness customers had not noticed. Men do not need to fix themselves because a market keeps naming new flaws. Honest self-improvement looks different. It names one skill, shows evidence that it improved, charges for that benefit, and eventually says the work is done. The useful question is not, am I finished as a person? No product can answer that. Ask instead, what exactly am I changing? What part of this offer addresses it? What evidence would show it helped? What would make me stop? If a product cannot explain what changed, what proves it, what it costs over time, and when it ends, it is probably selling the next upgrade. Self-improvement can provide skill, structure, confidence, or community. But when desirability becomes a permanent problem, the customer is never allowed to own the result. He keeps looking toward the next version of himself and the next thing he must buy to reach it. Hey, it's CJ, the creator of this channel. If you want to make YouTube videos like this, then topic2video.com will handle everything for you. Just input your topic, choose a video length, and a full-length video about your topic will come out the other side. I know it sounds simple, but it's true. Try it for free today at topic2video.com.